malfunctioning robot, and the first Premier League manager has been sacked.
Evening, Tate.
Evening, Jack. You alright?
Yes, mate. All good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice weekend.
Yeah, it turned out alright.
Yeah.
Yesterday, good result. So yeah,
Pretty-
alright.
Sitting here drinking Moretti Monday night. Pretty heavy weekend as well. For
Yeah.
me as well, so.
Yeah, for yourself, I had a pretty tame one, but
Don't
no, all
stop.
good.
But we're joined tonight with another special guest.
Yeah, we'll
Do you wanna
keep rolling out.
introduce,
We've got
our
tonight special guest Nick Deacon.
Evening, boys. How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Fresh off a lovely visit to the Dome yesterday.
Yes, well, I'm sure many of the listeners. We've had quite a few, to be fair, but yeah, Nick's season ticket holder. Is that right?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yes.
West Ham season ticket holder. So for all you out there that think I'm biased and even Tate and whatever else, then we have another West Ham related guest tonight. But yeah, Deacon. Sorry.
Is he excited to be down? First time on the pod?
Yeah, I feel a bit of pressure, boys, to be honest.
You'll be fine once you get a
It's been
little
built up to
intro.
me,
You'll be
so,
fine. Little intro out of the way. You'll be golden.
Right, we'll start off with quick fire questions, and then we'll go into our teaser. So, Nick, if you're ready, if you'd like to tell listeners your full name,
full name is Nicholas Deacon.
your age,
I'm 29 years old.
job,
I work for the civil service.
um,
Yeah, unfortunate that one.
the team you support,
West Ham United.
your favourite West Ham player of all time.
I'm going to go with Joe Cole.
Shout,
Nice.
good shout. It's common name in the West Ham.
Your favourite player of all time, excluding West Ham players.
Messi, easy.
Your go-to beer or cider.
Oh, Thatcher's Hayes.
He's just
Cider man.
He has supplied again, like all the guests do. But yeah, Nick Deacon's sort of a cider man. So
And a new question that we asked last time. If you're a boxer, MMA fighter, what would your entrance song be?
Jesus.
that is on your
question.
spot there. Yeah,
Yeah,
good luck.
weren't expecting that, boys. I'm going to have to go Vine for him blowing bubbles, aren't I? Really?
Quality.
And finally, loyal or unloyal?
Loyal. Always loyal, boys.
Good man. Good man.
Good man. Right. So, as you would have known, Song Heung-min scored an own goal at the weekend. But it's Fulham who lead the way this season with 3 own goals. Which club in Premier League history has scored the most own goals?
So yeah, that's the teaser. Me and Deeks will have a go at the end,
think.
but yeah, bloody
1
hell.
point for the team, 1 point for
So what was that? Sorry,
the
it was
number. Which Premier League team has scored the most own goals
is that
in history?
in history? Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, we'll come back to it. I've got no idea, but we'll have a go.
Right, so the outline of the show tonight will be brief chat on Arsenal, as obviously I went there on Saturday against Wolves. Then on to Nick's game at the West Ham versus Palace, and then on to the Man City versus Tottenham game. And after we've reviewed them 3 games, we'll go into a bit of a West Ham chat, West Ham in general.
Yep.
Nick's thoughts on the season so far, looking forward to what's going to happen next season.
Before we get to that section, I promise you, Nick is a West Ham fan. I promise.
Right, so let's start at the Emirates. And second time of the week, been there. This time I went with friend Griff. Obviously, been on the show as well. Went into it thinking pretty routine win, you'd hope so. Although Wolves had a few good results this season and been desperately unlucky
Yeah.
at times with...
You went midweek, didn't you, for Champions League?
Yeah, 6-0, yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Comfortable.
pretty 5-0.
Did you watch that, Deeks? Did you get involved in that?
I try to avoid Arsenal at all
Yeah,
costs, to be honest, boys. But
Yeah. When
Good result.
I saw your. I thought Arsenal. I'm like, oh, here we go. When you're 2-0 up inside, it wasn't even 20. It was like 15, 13 minutes. Like stupid,
Wolves,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
2-0 up in.
Yeah, and I just thought, oh, well, you're gonna win 4 again, like you did midweek. But
Well, it's the first time this season in the Premier League we've been 2-0 up.
mm.
We scored in the first 15 minutes, so to be 2-0 up is... I think I was expecting that because we've had reasonably slow starts, but
Yeah.
it's pretty much how the game went, to be honest. It was one change from Wednesday night. Havertz came out, and then you put Trossard in. It was
It was a classic game at Emirates, wasn't it? It was quick start, come out absolutely flying after your midweek battering of Lens, and it was normal service would resume, really, wasn't it?
2 very nice goals.
Yeah.
But I said to Griff before the game, it's really important, whatever the result, whatever the performance is, they get the win, and then put. At the time, we went 4 points clear at the top.
Yeah.
Always to keep that buffer.
Yeah.
With Liverpool playing on Sunday and City playing on Sunday.
Have West Ham played it yet at the Emirates?
No, Boxing Day. 2 days after.
But, 28th, isn't it?
Yeah, 28th. But I think that's a good result for Arsenal. I think Wolves are an underrated side.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I didn't think Wolves get a result, but they've been so unlucky. Like some of the, I mean, we've done this Monday, but they played Fulham, didn't they, last week Monday, and they got another game robbed of some shocking decisions. And yeah, they're actually good. They're actually a good side. They've got some very good players. Cunha with a goal as well. Nice finish.
I mean, what we got very lucky with was on Monday night, they had Gomez pick up his 5th yellow, Lamina pick up his 5th yellow, Altniori picked up an injury in the first half. So the 3 key players that have started pretty much all their games this season were all missing.
Yeah,
it does help. When I can't remember who their midfielders were, never heard them, to be honest.
No,
They had a few players. The goalkeeper went off after 20 odd minutes.
Yeah, I saw that he got injured, didn't he? But he made like a really good save after. But yeah, and Gary Neal's like mental, really. You see some of the reactions of managers and players, and he just comes out like still level-headed and tries his best.
I don't think he can take much more.
No, yeah, he must be on the end of his tether. But yeah, he's quite a good character.
We had a few chances to put the game to bed. I think Martinelli hit the post. Jesus had a chance, but it was pretty straightforward until, like you said, Wolves had their first shot on target in the 85th minute, and that created an uneasy.
What was that? Yeah, because you'd cruising, wouldn't you, for the whole game? You must have been panicking.
Yeah, well, I'd had probably 6-7 pints by then. I was quite stressed. But Wolves didn't really create anything after that either. Nketiah missed an absolute sitter.
Yeah, he come on, didn't he? Your boy.
Yeah, shame he didn't score, but missed a sitter. But we got the win in the end. I think it was like 8 minutes added on.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, Arsenal's next 2 games are Luton away and Villa away. And they're the same 2 games that Man City have got next.
Yeah.
So
yeah, City got them at the weekend, didn't they? Yeah. They got Luton away, sorry. Yeah.
What's quite interesting is after 14 games last season, it was the World Cup break. And I remember being in O'Connor's with you. We just beat Wolves 2-0 at Molineux, and that felt big then. Going to the break 5 points clear. I know, because everyone thought it was Christmas. It was like halfway through the season. But
no, yeah, like you said though, you were, at the time you were 4 points clear, and yeah, it must have felt good to, like Nick said, Wolves are a good team. Like you haven't just nicked it, but to secure the win as such is
especially as well. End of last season, Arsenal threw a couple of games away from 2.
That and exactly those sort of fixtures.
And West Ham. So if you do that again, you start rocking early. So pretty good result that.
Well, it's just nice for both of you boys as well. If you win a game, if your team wins early on a Saturday, and like all your rivals, you can like enjoy.
You're done. Yeah, you're done.
Like, I can watch Sunday in peace, hoping like you both lose. And
you've won. You've won your game. You can enjoy it, which is it's pretty.
I can go back home, watch United, and just like cheer on every misery they go through.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I'll ask Deeks as well in a minute. But how cold was it at the Emirates?
Wasn't actually as cold as I thought it'd be, but I do think 7 pints helps out.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I did notice though, because we went for a beer at half time. We came back. That's the second half when it kicked off. My God, it was
freezing.
Cold.
Yeah, they're the worst places to be. Grounds are when it's cold. They're the worst.
Just concrete jungles, aren't
they? Yeah, you just sit still and if your team's not a great watch, I'm sure like West Ham isn't.
Well, the London Stadium has developed a leak as well. So I got dripped on for 90 minutes at the Dome, which was added to my pleasure, as you can imagine.
That's a nice
we'll
little
move
segue
in.
that,
We'll move into West Ham Palace from the weekend. But what do you call it anything, or is it just a dome or
the dome?
Yeah, toilet seat, whatever.
But no, the Dome. It was first of all Sunday 2 o'clock. You probably know this, Jack, from going to Spurs. It's just so dead. Yeah. There's nothing. There's no buzz. Sort of the 4:30, you're sort of building up to it a little bit. It's usually a bigger game if you're playing a 4:30 on a Sunday. 2 o'clock on a Sunday, Palace. Yeah. And then we go 1-0 up. Decent start, you know. We're not too bad. Scored a decent goal. Shocking goalkeeping from can't even remember his
Johnson,
name.
wasn't it? He sort of went
Got a
through.
slight nick, but he should be doing better, shouldn't he?
But good finish, kudos. And probably the only good move we put together in the whole of the first half. They had a shot, a free kick deflected wide, but it was comfortable. Going at half time, 1-0, and we'll stand at half time and go, I just hope we don't sit back sit back on this, because it's been the same thing everywhere. I think I saw a match of the day. We've lost 12 points from winning positions.
I think this is the third highest. I think,
only Burnley and Bournemouth have dropped more points from winning positions than West Ham have.
And it's just the same thing.
But it explains a lot, doesn't it? Go on.
7 of them points have been at
home.
At home.
It's honestly, it's like watching the same thing every week. It's a Sunday 2 p.m. We go 1-0 up. We start okay first sort of 10 minutes. Usually go 1-0 up, and then we just sit off. The place goes flat, and look, the stadium doesn't help at all. It's not great, but what's going on in front of us there's nothing to get excited about.
No.
So at half time, and then the Greek Harry Maguire
that is you messaged the other day. That is so good.
And just what is he playing? No look passes.
He just
on the edge of the box.
Why is he? Have you got injuries? Is that why he's in, or has he become?
Kirk Zuma got burgled the night before the game, so was unavailable.
God.
So thoughts are with you, Kurt. But yeah, absolute stinker from Mavropanos.
Yeah. Was he new this year? Isn't he?
He's ex-Arsenal.
Ex-Arsenal boy, yeah.
I don't think he ever played for Arsenal, but
he played a couple of games back in the day. Wenger. It was one of Wenger's last signings, and he's just signed him from some Greek team, and played a couple of games for us, and loaned him out, and loaned him out, and loaned him out, and loaned him out. Didn't you spend a bit money on him? 15 million?
Yeah, 15.
Did you buy him from Arsenal, or was it from?
No, from someone in Germany.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was obviously the Maguire deal fell through. We needed a centre back, and Maguire's looking all right now. To be fair, so. Yeah. But and then so it goes 1-1, and then we wait till the last 10 minutes we have a little bit of a huff.
Yeah.
We huff a little bit. Bowen probably should score at the end.
Yeah. It's unlucky, weren't he?
But you can't rely on scoring last-minute goals. I mean, we've done it 2 weeks in a row. We've had Souček bundle one in twice. And if you're relying on 90th minute winners against Crystal Palace,
you're struggling.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, but you said it in the week. Like again, we made a group chat to organise tonight. But you said, and it makes perfect sense when I look at it. But you said it's Moyes versus Hodgson. Like it's gonna be an absolute Z fest.
It's gonna be a graveyard match.
Two archaic old men. Like it's not gonna. It's West Ham Palace, and the West Ham fans want them to play a certain way. Palace are probably excited, but it is essentially two granddads in charge of your team. Like, and it makes perfect sense. And then you watch Pep versus Ange, Tottenham versus City. It's a totally different game, but.
Well, whoever's in charge of scheduling on Sky,
they need help,
putting
don't
that
they?
game on. I couldn't believe it when I saw it was on. What was the other games had about 18 goals in them between the other three?
Yeah, I think
so I've got that in the title. You had 7 at Anfield, 6 at 7 at Anfield, 6 at Etihad, and
5 at Chelsea. Yeah, it wasn't a great. And the Saturday night, I don't know if you saw that. We won't really talk about it, but the Forest Evans game. Oh my God.
Dross.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, it was awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah. Awful.
We started watching some of it in the bar outside the Emirates, and we're like, should we go home?
Yeah. But again, obviously it's obvious, but it makes perfect sense. Like just two terrible sides. They've been rubbish all season. They're struggling to score goals and even play football. And it's on telly. It's just it's terrible. Terrible.
It was Chris Wood versus is it Beto or Neto up front?
Beto, yeah. I wish it was Neto.
Two absolute clowns.
But Moyes said on back to West Ham, he said this is one thing I picked out from the thing. He said we need a big atmosphere on a Sunday. Not always easy to get with the. It's like the atmosphere is not easy to get with the kickoff times, and this will obviously help the players. But yeah, like you said, Nick, I think the atmosphere itself on a Sunday at 2 is never ideal.
It's nice of David to call out the fans.
Yeah.
Really get them on side there.
Yeah,
well done, Moisey.
Yeah.
But like you've touched on before, that Sunday after the Europa League game is just it's horrible.
Yeah.
We've done it enough times year after year.
Yeah, when we had a few years in it back to back, it was just you just don't look forward to it because Thursday who did you play? Back Topola or some random
the Serbian farmers.
Yeah, you go from Thursday playing against some at rogue side, and then you got to play Sunday and relatively tough game. Like
trains are normally crap on a Sunday as well,
and also Stratford. That's got to be the worst thing about your
Westfield,
stadium.
Nando's before is the best thing about the day. Nando's pre-game.
Quality. But yeah, don't really have much. Well, West Ham are now unbeaten in 5.
Brilliant. Yeah, quality.
We'll come back to West Ham and Moyes, but yeah, they're unbeaten 5. That's 2 Europa League games and 3 games in the Prem. But yeah, leading into Tottenham in midweek.
One quick thing I want to ask you about going yesterday. They've seen a lot online about empty seats. Was it as bad as they're saying, or?
Yeah, it weren't great. It weren't great. I also had a Palace fan about 3 rows behind me, who then got clocked being a Palace fan, and then decided to shout "Owens" for the next 45 minutes, trying to pretend he was.
All the West Ham fans look, oh well, it's West Ham, it's alright. They will do that.
I swear that happens more at West Ham's ground than any other ground.
Yeah.
That there's away fans in there, because I've done it myself. I've been West Ham twice, I think, away in the
home
section.
Home yeah.
It's because I think
someone got caught out there. I always see online someone getting caught out.
It's good. It's obviously
badly.
There's a few videos. Yeah, probably because of the sides of it, and I don't know. Maybe,
the thing is, a lot
the Sunday at 2 as well.
Yeah, season ticket holders have had enough. They're selling their tickets.
Yeah,
they don't want to go to a Sunday 2 o'clock.
No, when they know, like you said, every week you say the same things, and it keeps happening. You said at half time, we don't want to do this, don't do it, and what happens? It unfolds in front of you. But
and it's on Sky.
Yeah,
so there's nothing reason.
No, 100%. When the trains are buggered, then it's on TV. It's easy. It's an easy choice.
But yeah, you looking forward to the Spurs game on Thursday night, is it?
Yeah, Thursday night, 8:15.
Can't wait. I mean, a weird one. I'm not actually. I know a lot of West Ham fans are pathologically hating of Spurs. I don't actually really care. I've never really bought into it. It's just I've got a lot of mates who are Spurs fans, so it's nice to win. But I mean, I'm not. We'll get onto that. I think.
We'll leave it because we'll but we'll talk about City Spurs now, and then we'll come back round. But yeah, City. Well, going into that game for us anyway, I was expecting the worst, but I think everyone quite enjoyed the game really in the end.
No, I'm always quietly confident you'll get a result there, just because. Like we spoke off air, that it's always seems to be some sort of thing. And Pep said that he can't shake this Spurs curse. Whether it's at your ground or their ground, you always seem to score.
It's something about it, isn't it? It's like
Son loves an early goal at that end.
He just loves scoring against City. Like he's just little breakaway. Yeah.
Like any other team, Edison saves that.
But I was so confident he was going to score. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Doku's defending.
Yeah, that didn't help. It helped us, but it didn't help.
Horrendous. Yeah, for that.
You see that ball come over, and you just know, and when you clock it's Doku, you know Son's getting.
Yeah,
if that's
Doku's a brilliant attacking player, but he's rapid as well and so strong. But obviously defensively, he ain't got a clue. And took advantage of that early on, 1-0 up. I thought, well, here we go. But it was it was a bit of a thriller, really, wasn't it? In the end, it was very good.
There was just 137 seconds between Son scoring and then Son scoring his own goal. Must be his first own goal.
It was just very unfortunate. It just could have been anyone or anything.
He became the second player in Premier League history to score a goal and an own goal in the opening 10 minutes of a game since Gareth Barry did it in 1999.
You can. That's one off for Son. That's fine.
It was a weird one because I didn't think he'd be back even defending that.
Nah,
when it came off and
it was just a half decent ball and no one obviously ended. I think Haaland might have got a touch or whatever, but. Yeah, it was very, very little you could have done about it.
You had the same back four that played against Villa, am I correct?
Yeah, Royale and Davis.
Yeah, with Porro and
Adogi left back, who's a joke, by the way.
And Lo Celso starting again.
Yep. I know, yesterday was brilliant, but our team just doesn't make it. It is what it is. We haven't got a choice. We are down to the bare bones, and these players have got to play, but. If you actually talk about the players that played and even ended the game, it's ridiculous. So even scored at Etihad, let alone got a draw.
I mean, it was the first 6 to 10 minutes. I think you held your own, and then I think for the rest of the half you were clinging on a little bit, weren't you?
Yeah, the first half
had
got
that
battered.
Sitter he missed. Did Haaland hit the Alvarez hit the post?
Alvarez dragged it and hit the post. Yeah, no, we got absolutely smashed. We could have been 5-6. Yeah. Comfortably to them.
And then it was Foden who scored in the end, wasn't it? A nice little move, Bernardo Silva into.
Yeah, Davis. That was probably the only mistake he made. Davis dropped back with him and didn't. All right, drop back, that's fine, but he didn't go near him, didn't affect the ball, and obviously they slotted back and he scores. But yeah, they did batter us. That was like vintage City. I thought they were just very, very good in that first half, and we weren't terribly bad. It was just that was City at home really.
Yes, that's the performance you expect to see.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're playing City away, you're just like, we're gonna get. At some stage, you are going to have an onslaught to defend. Yeah, and it's how well you can do it.
Yeah, we rode our luck a bit, and they didn't score essentially, and we're at the half time 2-1. It was looking all right.
But if you're ever going to get a result against City, you need them to have on off day as such. You need Ederson to make a mistake. You need to get either a deflected goal or like I'm thinking when Arsenal beat him, the lucky deflected goal, clearance off the line. You need something to go in your way to beat them.
Yeah.
And at half time, then if you watched it on Sky, they're all just like, "This going to be onslaught, isn't it? It's gonna come."
Yeah, and
they need to change their approach. They need to do something. And are you going to credit any of your second half comeback to the magical sub that brought on?
What when he brought on Højbjerg?
Højbjerg.
I can't. No, he just is obviously he Ange done well and made the right subs and but no, Hodge did a job. He did a job. That's all I say.
What about Brian Gill?
Little Brian Gill.
For the goal, isn't it? And then
it's obviously contradicting what I'm about to say, but he just shouldn't play for Spurs. He shouldn't be in the Prem, sadly. Like he's obviously ridiculously technically gifted, and somewhere else I'm sure he'd be fine. But he don't. And again, saying that he was so well for the first goal, he turned and I think he played off to whoever he did, Basuma or whatever, or Kulusevski. But just I don't know. The thing is, like for me anyway, if the summer we tried to get rid of the likes of Gil, Lo Celso, we tried to get rid of these players and they didn't quite go, so they're part of the squad and they might have worked hard, who knows, and impressed Ange, and now they have to play because of the injuries and whatever is going on, and it worked yesterday, but Gil shouldn't be playing for us.
Gil looks like a youth team player that comes in for the Carabao Cup games. Oh, he's done well, the lad, but he's about 25.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You think he's young, like he must be like 18, 19, but he's still young. He's like 23 or something. But he's been at Spurs and on loan and stuff for a couple of years now. And like you said, Deeks, he just looks like a little boy in playing a real man's game. And you're playing against Man City, against Cole Walker. Like no one gets anything out of Cole Walker, let alone Brian Gill. Like,
well, we said that last week, didn't there? Like, there's no point even attacking him. I think it was Jota last week. Was just like
and no Gil ran his absolute nuts off and works hard, but just when even with Solomon, if Perisic was fit, he just would Gil wouldn't probably be in the squad, let alone play. So
and City had a couple more chances, but when was he equalised? About 60 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because they kept saying commentary that City are doing what they did against Liverpool, and they sat off and got a bit sloppy.
There's a bit of a lull in the game, I thought.
Neville said complacent about 55 times.
And he just continued saying it until we scored.
Yeah, he was praying for a Spurs.
He's closet Spurs fan, but he loves it.
I don't know. Yeah, no, it was. It went. They sort of died off a bit. There was a real nothingness in the game, and like you said, they made a slight mistake, and it was sort of good defending from us. Davis got in front of Haaland. I think Royale knocked it forward. They were just sort of asleep essentially, and Lo Celso really good finish, but
I think Ederson should save it. Controversially, I'm not a fan of goalkeepers at best. Gets a hand on it.
Yeah, I'd
could go around the post.
I didn't really see that, but no, it was good film. Lo Celso, another player. Talking about Guild, another player. Lo Celso, just how's he even playing for Tottenham when he does that?
That Lo Celso thing is like we touched on earlier. He typifies the Spurs versus City do.
Yeah.
He scored 3 Premier League goals for Spurs, and 2 of them are against.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I think he scored 2 Premier League, two goals against City, and 1 obviously last week against Villa.
He's just a horrible little twat as well. Like you see at the end with Haaland, you saw that. Did you see that? Any of you?
Yeah,
I saw
Haaland storming away.
Yeah, but he Haaland stormed off, and Lo Celso just stepped across him because he knows he's going to barge him.
I saw that. Yeah.
And he just wants a bit of chat. Like he's just been subbed off. Like he's just probably won't play again. But I mean, I back him because of that. But
talking about horrible players, I didn't realise old R9 was back in the squad.
Yeah.
Because I saw him warming up, and I was like, oh, I didn't realise he's
fit.
Yeah,
no, I didn't think he'd be back this soon, but we get to the goal, but when we equalise, him just launched the ball into Rose End of City's end, but I'm surprised he's back.
And the game then went into a bit of a, like I said, another ebb and flowed, and wasn't really much happening. I think Doku came off for Grealish, and it was Basuma actually, when it got robbed on the edge of the box, gave the ball away. And who squared it across? Was it Haaland shot parried out? Or
was it Foden? Foden, I feel like he might have dragged it back. And I'm then sure. Grealish put it away. I thought that was it. Yeah. I don't know about you two, but I thought that was.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Game, set, and match.
Lovely celebration from Grealish though. Yeah. He knew exactly where that corner flag was. It's nice knee slide. Yeah. First goal in 28 games. In all comps, which is.
I thought that was it. I thought they'd score again, to be honest. It would just we'd done so well up until that point, and I just thought, like that's our luck out, run out sort of thing, and gave it a good effort. One of those, we did well considering the players and blah blah, and we've lost the game, but no, it was not to be.
Is that this when you brought on R9, wasn't it?
R9, yeah, we brought Richarlison.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it?
Have a look.
Who was it? Who came on for? I'm trying to think because Kulusevski obviously came on.
Johnson, maybe.
Was it Johnson?
Yeah.
It might have been Johnson. You know?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I thought he played really well yesterday, Brendan Johnson.
Yeah, I don't. Like, it's obviously biased, but yeah, we do have some very very good players. Johnson is fucking very very good, and Richarlison, Basuma.
Oh, Basuma.
But yeah, Johnson got the assist at the very end. Then came
that was
off.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, he's very good. He's very quick. He's not an absolute world class player, but he's very quick. He's actually very good on the ball, and he works really well with what we're doing at the minute. He's been unlucky because I think Arsenal he started. Sorry, he got injured, and then Chelsea that was the next game he started, and obviously everyone knows what happened that game. And he started the last couple. Sorry, and yeah, City away it was very good.
It was his cross for the goal actually.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, he put the ball across for the ginger Swede to batter
How
in.
did that goal go down in the Kindle-Brown household?
Very, very nice. I don't think Danbury appreciated, but yeah, it was quite the roar. We think our next door neighbour is Arsenal as well, so extra. There's a few bangs on the wall.
That header reminded me. I think they said it on Sky as well. Reminded me so much of that Kane goal a couple of years ago, the equaliser or the winner in the last minute. I think we watched that down the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was another game where you would think you were a bit depleted of injuries, and we just thought you were going to get battered, and then
yeah, it was Kulusevski's first start, and yeah. No, and
he's got a very good record at.
Yeah,
the
he scored
Etihad.
3, I think, against City, and I don't know, but then obviously for that type of player, he's also an unbelievable player. But it's to him, he's come from Europe. It's Man City are now a world beaten side. They're incredible against Pep and all the rest of it. He probably wants to play for them. Like, he doesn't want to play for us, sort of thing. So for him, that's a huge, huge moment. But yeah, it was good, very good.
It's a strange one because he had a bit of we had a shit season last year. There's no two ways about it, isn't there?
But I mean, I bigged him up last year. Was he's going to be the best young talent, and all the rest of it. But last year explains a lot of our manager and all the players and how we performed and all the rest of it. But yeah, you can see Kulusevski this year is what I thought he could have been last year, and yeah, he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant player.
And then should we touch on the controversial Simon Hooper?
Yeah, I'll let you two.
Is Simon Hooper in Levy's pocket or something? He was the ref for the Liverpool game, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, I know everyone talks about VAR. Usually that's not actually the ref on the field.
No.
That is one of the worst on-the-field decisions I've ever seen.
Well,
He gives the advantage. It's almost like he waits.
He just
panics.
panics.
For the ball to... Yeah, it's madness.
Because what I would say as well, that this season in particular, that sort of thing, they've just been letting run free, and they haven't...
The Linos love it, don't they?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's the only first thought I thought, maybe in the refs here they're going offside, because they do talk, obviously, and maybe that's why he's done it, but he obviously not. Jack Grealish could have been further onside, and yeah, he just totally panicked. Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think it would have been a goal. I think it's a red card for Royale.
Yeah,
so Royale is just chopping him down.
Yeah, everyone's like talking about it as if he'd scored as the ball went over the halfway line, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot of ground to cover. He didn't quite have the ball under total control. Like, who knows? Our player, like you said, Royale Davis could have just wiped him out. Who knows? So, yeah, it was a big old 50-50, but also, yeah, just a shocking bit of refereeing.
Yeah, it was. And like you said, it was... I think Ali McCoy said it on TalkSport earlier because it's refreshing to see a referee make a
I saw that, yeah, no, I heard that.
And not the VAR,
yeah,
and I was like, I wouldn't say
if we're putting that twist in it, then bloody hell. Yeah. But, no, yeah, we were, considering all our players missing and the team we had out, it's a very, very impressive performance and result.
Fantastic result for you.
Yeah.
And to put an end to 3 defeats on the trot, 'cause that would have been 4 going into... Again, a tough game, West Ham, and then Newcastle. Yeah, I'm glad. I know we haven't won yet, but since it's happened, we've got a result. We've actually got through a game and got a point. And with the players we have, he's and that's what you've seen. Like, we haven't been bad since this happened, but Chelsea, we were very good. We went down 9 men, nothing you could do about it. Wolves was rubbish.
We were 1-0 up, and we just totally fell apart. But then Dyer hasn't played since. So we've had Villa and City, and Dyer's not been involved at all. And that tells you all you need to know.
I don't think Dyer will play again.
No. But I'm saying he's now picked Royale and Davis and gone with 4 fullbacks. And that's the way it is now. And yeah, I'm glad we got a result.
That's pretty damning, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we've got our potentially second, third choice left back, Ben Davis, and maybe second, third choice centre half in Ben Davis, and then Royale, our second choice right back, just never played centre half in his life. But yeah, it's just mental. It's madness.
It's a long time since I was being told that Dyer was a better player than Declan Rice. By certain Spurs fans.
Yeah, when Dyer was good, that was when Declan Rice was about 14. So yeah, no, that's long gone. That ship has sailed.
Sold in January.
What Dyer? I hope he must be.
Who's going to buy him though?
West Ham.
West
Would you have
Ham,
him? Would you have Dyer? No, all joking aside, would you have Dyer? No,
Absolutely not.
no.
No, we're quite strong at centre half.
Mavropanos, the Greek. The
He's
Greek
probably still
guy.
better than Dyer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Sheffield United, Burnley.
He's
Burnley?
better than them. I tell you where he should go, and where he can actually speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
He should go back to Portugal.
I think
something like that.
he does want, not does want to, but there was rumours of Sporting Lisbon because that's where he's sort of come
Go
up through the
play in
ranks
Germany.
and that. Yeah.
Go do something. The Prem is not for him now. I don't
If
think.
Bayern are even sniffing around it, if I was Dyer, I'd be getting to my agent like, yes, get me anything.
What, like Danny Rose.
Yeah, just get me any deal, whatever you want, get me.
What was that
I'll
comment
live.
he said in the documentary? Daniel, any news on Milan?
Yeah, no, it's not.
And then where did he end up?
Watford.
Yeah, Watford. And
Released.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure about 6
not
months
good
later.
enough. Yeah. But yeah, very very good from Tottenham, and City dropped points in the title race again.
Yeah, no, like I said, it was a win-win for me, really. If you got whacked 6-0, then yeah, fantastic. Or if you win, doesn't bother. Or if you draw, if both teams have dropped points. It's like I said, I want City to drop points every single game, so it doesn't. It was a good result for.
Well, 3 points now. 3 points.
3 points ahead.
And Liverpool, what, 2?
Liverpool
One.
won.
How was it?
I think maybe 2.
Might be 2.
Might be 2. I think. 'Cause they were. Oh.
They got away.
I don't think I've ever seen a team score 4 goals of that calibre in one
I've
game.
not even watched the highlights.
You've not seen any of their
All
goals?
worldies.
No.
Wow.
Liverpool 2 and City 3.
Yeah.
Villa 4. Are they in a title race?
No.
Aston Villa.
No.
Emery taking the title of Arsenal would be.
Oh, that would be iconic.
Sensational.
Yeah, that I would love that.
No chance. He can have his Conference League and... Oh, no, I despise that, man. Although I hope they get a result on Wednesday night, whenever
They
it is.
got City.
City.
Yeah.
with no Rodri.
Yeah, he's
Suspended.
banned. Yeah,
They've lost their last 3 without Rodri.
Mm.
Grealish suspended as well.
Yeah. No, so they do it not all the
Villa
time,
have won their
but
last
they'll be fine.
14 games at Villa Park.
Mm. Yeah, it ends Wednesday or whenever it is, Tuesday, whatever it is, Thursday. There it ends.
You think they'll...
City win.
You think?
Yeah.
Don't know.
And they go to Luton, absolutely demolish Luton.
I said this to you this season. I still think there'll be 1-10-0 this season.
No, it has to happen this weekend because City got a bad result really against us yesterday. They'll want blood.
Well, I've got a little stat on City. They're on their one of their worst streaks for a while actually. Man City have failed to win in 3 consecutive Premier League games, and it's the first time they've had a run of 3 draws since 2009.
Mm.
Drawing to Chelsea.
Yeah.
But then
Liverpool us.
I did say to Griff a while back, I said this little run is really crucial for Arsenal to win every single game because City have a tough run. They had Brighton, who they beat, and then they drew to Chelsea, drew to yourselves, and drew to Liverpool, and then they got Villa. That's the end of their little tough run. I think Man United, but Man United is. I think everyone beats Man United at the moment.
I think this is the year to beat City, though.
Do you reckon?
A little bit light, aren't they? Lost a few players.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but yes.
but I think it'll be Liverpool, not Arsenal.
Liverpool going under the radar. I think they're. I mean, didn't watch the game. They not got away with it, but left it very late. But when they played us, they're very, very good. I think, and even when they played City, they were good. But
we've got.
I don't know. I feel like City. I don't know. They not do it all the time, but they did last year. And all right, everyone's saying not they're bad, but they're messing up and haven't do this. But 3 points behind, and they'll be fine.
They'll still win the league. But
I said the City are odds-on favourites. I think they've been there, done it before, but no team's ever done it 4 times on the trot. There's probably a reason for that.
Yeah, true.
No team's ever broke the rules 107 times before.
True. That is also true.
Very, very true. And I just think Liverpool and Arsenal give you a bit. You can probably get at them a bit more. They'll we forget Liverpool dropped nearly. They were 2 minutes away from losing to Luton, weren't they, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And then they've come out and then they performed how they did against Man City, and they did really, really well. But
yeah, I think it will heat up in the new year. But the real reason Nick Deacon is here tonight, no, because obviously Spurs have got West Ham on Thursday. It was a good opportunity to get Nick in and maybe dissect West Ham, but talk about the game coming up Thursday and feelings, thoughts, and his admiration for one David Moyes.
The Moyes. I'm not that confident for Thursday, if I'm honest. No, I mean you look at our season. I think we've won five games, 6 games, or whatever it is, but none of them have been convincing. I mean, we beat Luton, everyone beats Luton. Yeah. Beat Sheffield at home, everyone beats Sheffield at home. We beat Chelsea. We were awful against Chelsea. Might be the luckiest win I've ever seen. They battered us. Enzo missed the penalty.
He did.
1 minute before half time. They go in 2-1 at half time. Might change their season as well. Probably a bit of a moment for them. Yeah. Who else we beat? We beat Forest, last minute winner. Again, we were awful. Absolutely dreadful, relying on Thomas the lamppost to knock one in last minute. Yeah. And then again beat Burnley, awful. So half our didn't even against the new promoted teams.
I didn't even. Where are you now? You're ninth.
We're ninth. Everyone's go, West Ham doing well. People look at the table.
Yeah, but like, when you so I didn't even think. All those sides, you are better than all those sides, and they're the teams that are fighting down the bottom. But you're currently ninth, aren't you? Since Moyes came back in 2019, you finished 16th in 2019, so a bit of a just sort of keep you afloat. Then you went 6th, 7th, 14th, and you're currently 9th. But
I'm glad you mentioned the first season.
Yeah.
The biggest myth in football is that David Moyes kept West Ham up that season. We were dreadful.
Yeah. Who was it? Pellegrini before?
Pellegrini. So I actually did do some prep on this.
Was that the lockdown season?
That was the lockdown season.
Yeah.
And we were when we sacked Pellegrini, we had 19 points from 19 games. Right. Moyes got 20 for the next 19. Okay. But pre-COVID, before lockdown, we had 8 points from 10 games under Moyes. The lockdown saved complete. We were dreadful. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think you're right, because there's no support, was there? So, the game, it was bad. Everyone's at home on Twitter, whatever, arguing. But the players and Moyes can just go home and forget about it. He doesn't have to. Yeah.
And then I remember the first game back from lockdown. First 2 games, we had Wolves at home, bopped 2-0, awful. Then we played Spurs at the Lane again, awful performance. I think Harry Kane scored a goal where he had the whole of the West Ham half to run into. Yeah. Absolutely pony. And then Antonio Rudiger kept us up by jockeying Yarmolenko into his left foot. The worst bit of defending I've ever seen. And we beat Chelsea, and then I think we beat Watford and Norwich, who both got relegated. So again, look at the teams that we won. Yeah. So it's a complete myth.
Yeah. I'll pose some questions and whatever, but I didn't say it, but at the start of this season, in the pre-season, when you sold Rice and you hadn't bought in anyone, I was going to tip you for relegation, but you done some really good business, bought in Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, I think, and the Kudos fella in the middle. They're 3 very, very good players, and they're the reason you beat those 5 teams you've beat so far. And you not your back to, that's the wrong saying, but you are like standard West Ham. Like, you've got some good players. Thursday night you'll probably be incredible, but you've sorted yourselves out. But I feel for you, like, what your opinion, what you're saying is that Moyes is just, you want something new. You're not saying you want Pep and you're going to win the league, but you just want something different. And I don't know if that's many others feel that way, but you do.
Do you know what it is as well? It's that I look at our squad now. I've seen some shit at West Ham over the years. I mean, Allardyce, when we come in, we played awful football, but we didn't have good players. Yeah. We had, with the rugby players in midfield, Diarme, Chiarte. You know what I mean? They weren't footballers. They were just big, Andy Carroll up front. We had big lumps. We were horrible to play against. And when you look at that team, you go, well, we're not going to do anything else. Yeah. This is the best squad of players West Ham have had in 25 years, since the Di Canio, Joe Cole days. Honestly, I look at our side, and I look at Villa, and I look at them 2 squads. I think, is there that much different? barring the fact we don't have a centre forward, which has obviously been the issue for years.
Yeah.
But again, that's because Moyes kills centre forwards.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Haller, bangs him in for Ajax, comes when he leaves, bangs him in at Dortmund. Like he's obviously a good player. He was awful for us. Skamaka.
But who brings the players in? Like Paqueta, for example. Who is that? Sure, that's not Moyes going. Oh yeah,
that's
Lucas Paqueta's very good. Like, I don't know.
Like the least Moyes
I know.
player,
He just loves a team of Seamus Coleman's. Like he doesn't need Paqueta, but
that's what I don't get. That's I think part of the issue is that we haven't got the players to play Moyes ball. Really, like we get away. A lot of the games we win are either through individual moments of brilliance, like Kudos the other week, where like 90th minute, bang, makes 2 goals out of nowhere, or a set piece, Souček nodding one in at the back
and
post.
Ward-Prowse this year deliveries are a joke.
Deliveries, but honestly, we've got you look at Bowen, Kudos, Paqueta, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, them 5 in front of the back 4.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we don't have a centre forward, but that is a 5 players. You'd go that couldn't put. I'm not saying we should be finishing the top 6, but we should be able to finish 8th or 9th without playing dog shit football to get there.
True, very true.
We have the players to play so much better. And it's his he's the most arrogant man.
What, Moyes?
Oh my god! He wanders around like, that's what I do. I win. Before he never won a trophy in his life.
Like Mourinho.
Yeah, that's what I do. Talking like he's Jose. So he's never won anything. And obviously, we talk about the Conference League. Like, well done. Everyone goes, he won you a trophy. I guarantee, like, the Conference League, if you're a Premier League team, you've got a 25% chance of winning it.
Yeah, just by turning up.
By turning up. I mean, what you lot did in that, like,
we just thought that. Levy didn't see the money. He was like, nah.
But you look at Leicester the year before, they got to semi-finals. That's gone under it. They lost to Roma. I mean, we would have got pumped by Roma if we played them last year.
Yeah.
We had an easy draw. It was a weak year in that competition. And great day. I mean, West Ham fans will never forget that day.
Yeah, of course.
Was it people going, Moyes delivered that? Moyes didn't deliver anything, mate.
I'll say it now because you're sort of talking about it, but like last season you were Conference League winners. All right, you finished 14th. It was probably a dreadful football, very similar to what you're experiencing now. But is it one of those cases you just, like, the grass is not always greener? Is it one of them, or are you just fully against?
No, he needs to go. He should have gone. The problem is he should have gone at the end of last season. Go out on a high.
Yeah, I did say that.
Go out on a high. Look, brilliant. Well done, David. But
start again.
This year was such a risk-free season to make a change. I know it's easy saying hindsight, but the 3 teams that come up are awful. There's Forest are pretty bad. Fulham ain't. There was no way, unless like we brought back Avram, we were never going down. Like we were never going down. Such a free. Potter was available.
Yeah, you're right because like you said, the
teams.
teams.
Your name?
I mean, the only reason to not get rid of Moyes is who do you get in, which is a pretty fair question. But you look at Brighton; they're plucking managers.
Yeah,
just take a punt. Just take a punt. So probably Potter.
Yeah,
because everyone goes on about England job, but I think Eddie Howe is
nailed
certain for the England job because I think Newcastle will let him go anyway because they're looking for a name.
Moyes for Newcastle.
Moyes for Newcastle. Yeah.
European winner.
Steve Bruce.
Yeah. No, yeah, Potter because like you said, Potter was thrown about. I thought they should have not sacked him, but got someone in. But I thought they were going to get rid of Moyes, but they obviously hasn't. And at the time Potter was getting thrown about, I think I put a $5 on Scott Parker, but it never came in. So
you look as well, right? In hindsight, again, West Ham, we finished 15th, 14th. We were very close to going down. We pulled out the bag. We beat Man United. Great result.
Yeah,
probably the only good performance last season. We had a £200 million midfield. Declan Rice went for 105 million, and if Sully wouldn't have planted some bets on Paqueta, he would have been. He would have gone to City for 100 million. That is £200 million worth of midfielders, and we barely stayed up. And it's not like the team around them are bad. We've got a decent back four. Zuma's Premier League, Champions League winner. Emerson, he won. What's he? That's that Emerson.
One night
won everything. Aguerd, Liverpool won. Kufal, solid.
Bowen as well has always been sniffed around and spoke about.
Like we've got all these players that the bigger clubs are looking at.
Yeah.
Yet we're nearly going down. It's awful. Awful.
Yeah, it's just but again, the same. You might say the same point, but like you said in the summer, you got rid of Rice, your best player. You nearly got rid of Paqueta, and you won't go down this season. No chance you could ever go down. And you're still in Europe. You're doing what's that record Moyes has done, and you probably poo it, but 22 unbeaten, like equal to only Real Madrid.
Yeah, but again, it's a complete myth because look at the team. Real Madrid have been playing. Real Madrid have played proper football teams.
Yeah,
Back a toppler.
Yeah, no,
weren't going to the Bernabeu and going 1-0 up.
Yeah,
but it's an interesting one, like you said, because looking at from an outsider view, who I had no idea. I'm really glad you brought up them. Was it 5 or 6 teams that you've beat? Because if you wanted to look at it,
I was not aware.
and this is
what
Moyes will say. Is look, I'm 9th.
Yeah.
Top of the Europa League group.
Through, comfortable.
Yeah, you're in the quarterfinals of the Carling Cup.
Mm.
What more can I do?
Yeah.
But obviously, as a fan that goes in, week week out, and pays their money to go watch it, you're fed up of the dross. And like you said, I think anyone could beat them 5 teams. You've said the Europa League group. You've done well on that again, but you just want a bit. It reminds me a little bit of when Wenger was coming to the end of his reign, and he won the FA Cup final against Hull after nearly throwing it away, and that was our time to say really thank you for everything you've ever done for us, but come on, we want something new here. And then he stayed for another 2 years, and it got bad. It got bad for him. He left. That's why he's only ever come back once, because he left, and it didn't leave it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth that he was, because he, like you said, he was very arrogant at the time. He was like, "Oh, I've done all this stuff. You should be more thankful for." Yeah, we are, thank you, but we want to go in a different direction.
Yeah, sometimes you just need change, and maybe that is what I said earlier. But
we were sure in the summer he would go, and I think you said, and I said a few years back that Brendan Rodgers, back then he just seems like he'd be. He was free as well, so he was cheap for the GSB. GSB, no, it's only 2 of them now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
rest in peace.
It was. It just seemed that you needed to go in a different direction. Like you said, it was like you said, a bit of a free hit, and it was a total reset this season. You've won the Conference League. Rice is gone. Let someone else have a crack with this place. And like I said earlier, Nick, you haven't got the players to play Moyes ball anymore.
No.
So
But a lot of people are comparing West Ham. So there's West Ham fans as well. There's not many, but there are some.
This area there's
quite a
loads. Chelmsford,
No, it's in that have the opinion of Moyes in like.
okay.
But I'm going, but you're comparing squads with. So Allardyce did this, but Allardyce's team was terrible. And you look at Bilic. I mean, we finished 7th under that Pyatt season. It was a freak season. Pyatt was
you had a very good player at the time, but now you've got four or 5 very, very good players.
We've got a much better. Slaven Bilic, we finished 7th in the league. Our centre midfield was Mark Noble and Cheku Kouyaté. Yeah. That is not a strong central midfield. That is not. We nearly got in the Champions League with that team, and it's just so frustrating. And as I said earlier, it's the same thing every week. We go 1-0 up. We sit back, and Palace look more like scoring than us. And Palace are awful. You look at Palace's team, and Palace have got their best player out, probably 2 of their best players out with Decore as well. Yeah. And just it's like a concern. And he even said in his interview, sometimes a draw is a good result. Oh. Shut up, Dave.
That's because David Moyes said that, and Hodgson said something like, hang on, where is it going? Hodgson said, important not to cave in. Like, we said, Moyes versus, they're just both the same person.
If you had a Palace fan, they'd probably say the exact same. We're Palace 12th in the league.
And they're going to finish 12th.
They're always 12th.
Yeah, and you probably have you say, what more do Palace want? But a Palace fan probably say, we don't want to watch Roy Ball every week. And
then when you talk about the Conference League, but Palace a lot, because there's that guy on Twitter, that HLT, like, he's quite a popular person everyone follows, whatever, Palace fan, but he said, like, we don't want, obviously, yes, Champions League, win league would be great, but that's never going to happen. We want what West Ham have just gone through that season, something to look forward to, proud of, and exciting team, and things happening, winning games of football. But yeah, I just think you just need that change. I think now, definitely now, anyway.
But it's like, what do you do? Do you sack him that way? He's never going to get sacked now. But
what is he? Has he got a long contract?
He's to the end of the year.
Right.
Oh, he won't. Surely that'll be him done, won't it?
My worry is that we get to semi-finals of the Europa League. Everyone's going, oh, he's done a great job.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will give Moyes credit for is that first Europa League run when we beat Seville and Lyon. Literally the only good thing he's ever done. I actually like that season. We were good. He never kept us up. Last year was an abomination.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just had enough, and it's not enjoyable going to watch anymore. Me and my dad were sitting there yesterday, looking at each other, thinking, "What is this?
Yeah.
Why are we bothering?"
Yeah, it's like the comparison to Wenger is good, but I'd say for me, I just think of us last season with Conte, and like you keep saying, you can predict the games. You go 1-up, and you know it's going to happen. You want them to do this, but you know how it's going to unfold, and that was very similar to us. And you're sat there with your dad watching, and I was the same with mine and my brother and stuff, and it was like we'd win or we'd be winning, and Conte would do this, and we knew the players would play and things would happen, and yeah, it's very, very similar situation.
Another thing yesterday as well, Moyes made one sub in the 88th minute.
Who was the sub?
Yeah,
Pablo Fornals, come on. Who actually, I like Pablo Fornals, but he's been Moyesed again. Another player that's been killed by David Moyes. 88th minute, I mean...
What's the point?
Shambles.
What is that?
Shambles.
We're going into Thursday, sorry Tate, but...
I was going to say, should we have a little prediction?
Yeah, well, I got a few... Last win for West Ham at Spurs in any competition was 2019 in the league, and that was our first defeat in the new stadium when talking about Pellegrini was in charge, and Antonio had that stupid celebration.
I remember that. As I run the marathon the next day.
But yeah, you've not beat Spurs in the last 4 games. But however, I was saying all that, there's always that weird, like Spurs against City. There's always that weird feel. Your record isn't even that good against us, but there's that weird little worry and nervousness. It just
honestly,
it's a lose-lose for us.
Spurs fans are so paranoid about West Ham.
I do think that's
this
true.
Weird. This West Ham's cup final thing is the biggest.
I didn't say it.
In the world. Spurs fans care more about them now than West Ham. Honestly, it's like we can't lose to West Ham.
No, we can't. No, we 100% can't. No,
you're not going to lose to West Ham. I don't. Yeah, it's bizarre. This Spurs fans have built it up to more than it is. It's like an obsession.
Are you saying it's Spurs' cup final?
I think it might be Spurs' cup final. They don't get so many. So.
Just to know, is that always that worry? Because
you go
Thursday night. Yeah, it's a win-win for West Ham, because if they lose, it's whatever they lose. It don't matter. It's totally irrelevant. But if they win, it's the end of the world for us. So yeah, I don't know. There's always that concern for us.
What I will say is, I know you're in love with Ange, but I haven't watched Spurs that much. The 2 games I've watched is the Chelsea game, and I know there's this idea. We went down to 9 men. Chelsea turned that game around way before the first red card. They were on top. I'm not convinced about Sarr and Basuma at all. Basuma gave a goal away. I don't know if it's how Ange is telling them to play.
Nah.
But they're charging. You can get at Spurs. I think Spurs' central midfield is a weakness that you can really get at.
It's right now because you haven't got any players, but no.
I'm just not having... Basuma. He was awful last year.
Yeah, last year, but that's because Kulusevski was awful last year. Son is awful last year.
I'm not convinced. Well, he gave a goal away yesterday, Basuma.
Yeah, that's him though. That's not the who is it? Keane and all that, and Mike Richards. Sorry, they were saying, "Oh, it's the way Ange plays." No, that's Basuma. Like Basuma would have done that if we had David Pleat, if we had Martin Yeo in charge. Like that's the player. That's not Ange trying to get the ball on the edge of the box, try and nutmeg him. Yeah, decent. Please do that. No, that's the player. That was a mistake by him, but. No, our team is very good, and considering the players we have out and who we have playing at the minute,
How many West Ham players will you take in Spurs' best
11? Absolutely nobody.
Kudos.
See, that is
nobody.
Pure. I'm sitting in a room.
No, you can't. You can't.
I've been kidnapped.
No way.
I've been kidnapped. I've got like 2 hours to do behind me.
Bowden or Kulusevski?
Bowen or Kulusevski. Is that even...
Just look at... I had this conversation earlier with someone. Bowen's got 8 goals in 13 games.
Oh, no.
Who's
your best... No, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Who's your best front 3?
Son through the middle, Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski on the right.
Kudos gets in ahead of Brennan Johnson all day long. All day long. It's not even a question.
I would argue with...
Johnson
I would argue
you
could put one of them 2 over Brennan Johnson.
Okay. That would just change my whole opinion now. Can't wait for Thursday.
No. There's an argument to be had
way.
there.
There is. I think one of
Right.
West Ham's centre halves gets in the Spurs team as well.
Oh, what?
Romero.
Van der Ven and Romero.
Romero's getting the heads up.
Oh.
Aguerd, I'm telling you, if he played for
No,
he will go to Liverpool.
He will, but
And
he's
be
still not better than
class.
Van der Ven or Romero.
No,
I do think Romero is extremely overrated.
Yeah, he's just a head loss.
No,
Well,
lads,
that-
what's
well,
happening?
you
You,
could-
you
No,
picked
no,
him
he
up
is.
and you ganged up. What's happening here? What
He's-
the fuck is happening?
Nah.
No, but that is
You
about
talk
it.
about Bowen
Left back,
scoring goals.
left
No,
back
no.
and
You talk about
Doggett.
Bowen scoring goals. Romero won a World Cup. If we talk about stats and numbers,
So's Mustafi.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So you're saying Bowen scored 8 goals. He's not better than
but he
Kulusevski.
scored
is
8
he?
goals in the league we're talking about.
Right.
Nah, Jack, come on.
No, I'm not having
Yeah,
this.
come
I'm
on,
not,
come
no,
on.
we'll not rise to it. I will not rise to
No,
it.
I reckon I'd have 4 or 5 West Ham players in that.
No, I'm not
no, I
rising
wouldn't.
to it. I'm not
No, no.
doing it.
I
Because I know
I-
Jamie Warner will be
left
listening.
back.
Jamie Warner, Dan will be listening. I'm not rising to this.
Seriously, left back. Emerson
Adogi.
or, yeah, but what?
Emerson.
His eyes.
Are you sure? Adogi just turned 21. He could have 2 right
Mate,
feet and still be better.
It's not the youth team.
And he'd still be better than Emerson. Oh no, Adogi. No.
I'm
No,
not having him.
No,
I
no.
haven't watched him enough, but
Oh, just
makes-
wait.
he's
Just
good against
wait.
Chelsea.
Just wait.
Good against Chelsea. Well, he
Yeah.
should have been sent off twice. He was
Just
at fault for
wait.
City's second goal yesterday. He lost the ball. City scored from a throw.
He did, but he also. Oh no, I'm not
I think there's an argument to be had in the front 3, and I think you could argue a centre half.
Paqueta as well. Paqueta gets in the
For who?
first team.
Well, over Madison.
You could put Paqueta
No, he
in the
plays
front 3.
deeper. He played. Where does he play? He plays in the 8 for Brazil. That's where people have got Paqueta completely wrong because David Moyes has played him out of position.
Moyes,
for 2 years.
that's he's the manager. He's in charge.
Yeah, but every other manager's ever had him. The Brazil national. He played in a 2-man central midfield for Brazil in the World Cup.
So did Richarlison. He played up front.
Yeah.
He's
well,
awful. He's god awful.
Yeah, but that's still his right position. What I'm saying is Paqueta and Bentancur centre midfield, excellent.
Tell you,
do
you can
bits.
have Bendicourt, you can have Basuma,
Oh,
you can have
get these
Sarr,
clowns. I'll have
You can have-
JWP.
you can have Hoiberg, you can have
Skippy.
Skip, you can have whoever you want.
Skippy.
They're all no. Oh God.
Right, should we
Thursday
make a
can't come
prediction?
quick enough. Yeah, 8-0 Spurs. No.
I don't know. I've given it all that. I think Spurs will win. But
Yeah. 3-0 for me.
You're going to have 3-0?
Yep. It won't be. It'll be
Nick?
tight and horrible, but
I don't
3-0.
think it'll be. West Ham will score for some reason. We
no,
always
yeah.
score.
No, it's the game. You, joking aside, whether you had Noble and Kevin Nolan in the middle, or you've got Paqueta and Ward-Prowse, whatever happens, they play well. It don't matter. Antonio absolutely loves it. I think he's back Thursday as well. It is that horrible game, but I'm gonna go confident and say 3-0.
I've got to go for West Ham 2-1. I do have one more question for you though.
God,
Right. So you talk about Ange being the greatest manager in the world.
Who
you
said
love
that?
Ange, yeah.
I didn't say greatest manager.
But you
in the
love
world.
Ange, yeah.
I do love
Right,
Ange
okay, so
Postecoglou.
David Moyes, I think you'll probably agree, is not a great football manager.
No.
Right. There is 6 points between West Ham and Spurs. Right. So if Spurs' players are all that much better, Ange is not that good a manager. That is a fact. Put those two in. Spurs would be miles ahead of West Ham. And you don't give me injuries either, because
Why?
half
Why?
of those. Well, because the back foot of the Doggy. I reckon you've got 8 first teamers on Thursday playing.
We'll have the goalie, the 2 full-backs.
Yeah. Both Romero's back.
Romero's now back, so that's another centre out. That's another player
So
back.
that's 4.
Front 3, Son should be Son,
7,
Kulusevski,
and then one of
Johnson.
probably one of the central midfielders.
Yeah,
So
so
you got
we'll
8
win.
first
So we'll win 3-0.
Oh, okay.
That's why my prediction's 3-0.
Right. I reckon it's going to be 2-2 Desmond. I'm going to go for it. I've gone in the middle.
Yeah. No,
Don't know.
It could happen. Anything could happen. But no, that's the chat of you'd have the combined 11 anyway. Like that's a shambles.
I think
of an
there's an
argument.
argument to be had for 1 or 2 players. I don't think there's any more than 2 personally.
Paqueta and Kudos are not even arguments for me. I think there's a lot of 50-50s in there. I think the only 2 that get
A
in there all
lot.
day
You
long
just said a lot of 50-50s.
are Paqueta and Kudos. A lot of 50-50s in my 5.
Oh.
The Paqueta and Kudos, I'm not, are just certs.
You can kick the can down the road, mate. That's just not
So-
an argument.
Certs. Pep. There's a reason why Pep wants Paqueta, not Eve. What presume? Got to say his name.
Right, we do a little prediction every week. I know we just done one for Spurs West Ham, but Nick, if you would like to get your phone out, and what app do you use to check your scores at the weekend?
I'm a flash score man,
You're
personally.
a good man,
He
good
knows.
man.
He knows best.
Get your flash scores out, Saturday. Any game, any league.
We're going to have to pause while it loads.
Yeah, no, go for it. No rush.
Chat amongst yourselves.
Well, while you do that, we'll run through the team of the week quickly.
Yes, good idea.
So we've done the fan vote, and I think it was James Trafford was the goalkeeper.
Yep.
That won. I think he got his first clean sheet.
Yeah, I think it was
of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, nice, lovely. He didn't have to do much in a 5-0 win against Sheffield United. And then we've gone for Kieran Trippier, another fantastic performance.
Newcastle was very good, wasn't they?
Unbelievable free kick.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I thought it was in.
And got the assist for Gordon's goal.
Mm-hmm.
Trent, what more can you say? The bloke's got 3 goals in 2 games. Might not be the best at defending. Do you see Iwobi's skill on him?
No, like I said, I didn't watch any of the highlights.
You need to watch those 4 goals and tell me you've seen a better 4 goals scored in a game by a team. Outrageous. 90. It scored an unbelievable free kick and then a lovely goal from just inside the area in the 87th minute for the winner. Do you want to talk about your boy
midfield? We got the ginger Swede, who's apparently not good enough to be in a combined 11 West Ham, but
no Jared Bowen.
Yeah, Kulusevski straight in. Nothing more to be said about him. Who's the other midfielder went for?
Enzo Fernandez for the first time ever.
Yeah, he actually done. That's his 5th win for Chelsea now.
Something like that, yeah.
And then the striker,
Anthony Gordon, getting another goal. When is he going to get an England call up, or is he going to snub us and go to Scotland?
Yeah, I heard that, but no, I think it'll be I think he could sneak in.
He's got to go ahead of Rashford.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
So, yeah. On current,
Rashford, awful.
But I think Southgate, not to talk about England, I don't really care, but
he's loyal, mate. He's the most loyal man.
He'll just go to next year and be like Maguire, Phillips, Rashford, Sterling if he hasn't been
James
playing.
Ward-Prowse, he hates him.
Yeah. Go on, Deeks, who have you gone for? What's the game?
I'm going to give a shout out to Norwich, where I went to uni, so we're going to go with Norwich Preston.
Ooh, I like it. I haven't done Norwich yet.
Right.
Go on,
Tate,
you got one? Yeah, go on. Let the
guest
go. Go on.
I want to go with 0-0.
I don't think we've ever particularly one of them before.
I'm not. I have a rough idea that basically Preston started really well this season and fell off, and Norwich have just been poo.
I'm going to go for another 2-2.
Norwich at home. I'm going to go 3-2 to Norwich. 3-2 Norwich.
Goalfest. Right. To end the show, Fulham are leading the way this season with 3 own goals, but which club in Premier League history has scored the most own goals?
We do this together, Deke. So
my thoughts were it's got to be. I thought it might be West Ham as like a throw, but we don't score that many.
No.
I know. I think Richard Dunn
I was
has a
going to say
mad
that.
stat about scoring the most. So
and he played for City, didn't he?
So maybe City.
Yeah,
it's got to be someone that's played in the Premier League a lot
of games. Yeah, I did think that. I thought of him and Man City straight away. Trying to think now. Own goals. Let's do it. Throw Man City out there.
The Man City aren't in the top 7.
Oh, bloody hell.
Because they weren't in the Premier League that long, have they?
I thought Richard done a bit, but...
I thought
he did damage at other clubs.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, alright. Let's think then. Everton have been at the whole time.
Yeah.
Spurs have, but I feel like own goals. But maybe because Son scored one, is that the way Tate's gone with that question?
Yeah. Everton, I've just got own goals at Goodison and like the boo afterwards in my head.
Yeah, the iconic Goodison boo. Go on then, we'll throw Everton out there.
Everton are number 1.
Are they?
Yeah.
Great shout. Is there a number?
61.
Bloody hell.
Second, Aston Villa.
Villa, yeah.
56.
Was that Dunn? Did Dunn play for them?
Did a bit of damage there. And Arsenal are joint third with West Ham on 47.
West Ham, there you go. But like you said, probably...
United 5th. 6th, Southampton. For a team that haven't been in the Premier League that long, they've whacked it in their net a few times.
Had a good go.
And 7th, Tottenham Hotspur, 45 own goals.
Yeah, we don't score many.
2 this season, though.
Son and...
Romero.
Oh yeah. Well, Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh, is that going on?
Romero.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would never blame... Oh, yeah. Yep, next. No,
right.
good. I like it. Good question.
come to an end of another show.
Yeah, very nice. What was that, episode 73?
73.
Special
Hope you
guest
enjoyed yourself,
Deacon.
Nick.
Absolute pleasure, boys.
Yeah, thanks, Colin, mate. It was, good chat. I mean, I disagree with West Ham, Spurs, but that's fine. That's why we're here. But no, yeah, thanks, Colin. It was very good. Very nice. Cold.
Yeah.
What are we now? December 4th, freezing cold, wet part of Chelmsford we're in. So yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, and we've had a few issues with recording the last few weeks, so hopefully this works fine this time.
I think so. We've
And
hopefully
if
figured it out.
Nick, you want to sign us off with a stay loyal? Shout down the mic.
Stay low, boys.
Cheers. Stay low.